the one Grammy I have is for Crack a Bottle. I couldn't even have that without him. You know, and that's why I have so much value for him, not just in my career, just in my life, because he's a guy that, one of my best friends, because I can trust that he's going to be honest with his constructive criticism when it's time to listen to the music before it goes out. I'm not him. See, hip-hop is black music, without question. And unfortunately, for some people, it's tough to accept that you got a white artist that does it better than black artists.
There's stuff from the soundtrack that's in the movie, and there's stuff on the soundtrack that kind of just feels like the movie, because we always want to make, like I always want to do stuff that, when we're doing stuff from music, that fits makes it reminds you of the, who is this guy? It reminds you of the film.
The friendship between Eminem and 50 Cent is a story of two moguls whose friendship transcends hip-hop and is beyond music. It's the story of loyalty and how friends end up becoming family. And sometimes, you can even say this friendship has developed into a bromance.
Out of here.
You know, to this day, you know what's ill about him? Like, he hit me randomly. I showed you my phone the last time I talked to him. He texted me and was like, yo, that when you gonna fly me in private so I can land on that dick, what the f is wrong with you?
Em and 50 have been friends for over 2 decades. This friendship began in 2002, when 50 Cent signed to Eminem's Shady Records. Now, while joining Shady Records is indeed the deal that changed 50's life forever, the period before he joined the label was perhaps the most difficult for 50 Cent's life. 50 had signed a publishing deal with Columbia Records. However, after signing this deal, 50 Cent was shot 9 times by Daryl Hamo Bomb. And while he was recovering in the hospital, 50 received the news that he had been dropped by the label. So 50 had lost his record deal, he had multiple injuries he was recovering from, and he had also been blacklisted by the industry. No record label wanted to work with 50 Cent. And for an upcoming artist, which 50 was at the time, this was career suicide. 50 Cent was blacklisted by the industry because of his song Ghetto Quran, and some reports also state that he was also blacklisted by Ja Rule's label, Murder Inc. Records.
So yo, 50, what's the definition of a wankster, man? I mean, what is that?
Ja Rule, Irv Gotti. I'll tell you personally, the Murder Inc., the people that you see like Irv, Ja, the people that are involved in the business aspect are bitches. Like, these niggas don't got no hood in them.
At this point, you won't blame the man for wanting to quit rapping. But not 50. Although he was unable to record in any studio in the US, 50 Cent decided to go to Canada. He began recording at the house of his producer and business partner, Shaw Money XL. And 50 used this opportunity to go all in. 50 Cent recorded a shitload of songs for his mixtape. He recorded over 30 songs. And he didn't stop here. No, 50 fully utilized mixtapes to his advantage. He took all the hottest beats from various artists, made better hooks to them, and then released the songs. Luckily for 50 Cent, all the mixtape DJs were rocking with his new songs and playing them at parties. He released various mixtapes, such as 50 Cent is the Future, which was backed by his G-Unit homies, Tony Yayo and Lloyd Banks, and he also released the classic mixtape, Guess Who's Back. And this mixtape is the one that eventually changed things for 50 Cent. 50's lawyer was working with Eminem's manager, Paul Rosenberg. 50's attorney gave the CD to Paul, and Paul gave the CD to Marshall Mathers. M was hooked to this mixtape, and this was how Eminem and 50 Cent's relationship began. Eminem loved Guess Who's Back so much that he decided to share it with Dr. Dre. Dre liked the record and agreed that they should sign 50 Cent. Eminem flew 50 Cent to LA, and 50 Cent eventually signed the record deal. The contract was a joint venture deal that put 50 Cent as an artist under Shady Records, Dre's Aftermath label, all under the bigger label Interscope Records.
I heard it, I brought it to Dre. Dre heard it, he was sold, and basically we said, let's do a joint venture. Let's, me and you get involved.
Yeah, this is perfect. Them sitting like 50-50 on 50, like
Yeah.
cut it down the middle, break it in half.
That's it.
You could say that 50 and Eminem owned hip-hop in the early 2000s.
This has been an incredible year for me. This movement right here is Eminem's movement, but
I'm gonna hold on to this one. I'm gonna keep this one. He got a few of them.
50 told me if I win an award, he wants to come out here and hold this for me so he gets used to what Moon Men feel like and how heavy they are, because he's probably going to get a lot of them.
I'm enjoying myself. This is a big change in my life. I'm just happy to be present with all of these beautiful people in here. You know, I want to thank Vivica Fox for wearing that dress, too.
Eminem and 50 were both competing for the biggest awards during this era. However, it was a healthy competition that never became a rivalry. 50 Cent's Get Rich or Die Tryin' was the biggest hip-hop debut album of the early 2000s, while Eminem's Marshall Mathers' LP sold 1.78 million copies in its first week. The duo then collaborated frequently on different songs. On his debut album, 50 featured Eminem on songs such as Don't Push Me and on the song Patiently Waiting, where Eminem delivered one of the best verses of that year.
They think they're crazy, but they ain't crazy, let's face it. Shit, basically, they just playing sick games. Shit, they ain't saying shit's brain 50.
Eminem featured 50 Cent on the song Rap Game, which was part of the soundtrack for Eminem's movie 8 Mile. However, not everyone was happy that Eminem signed 50 Cent. Remember, 50 Cent and Ja Rule had a huge beef that even saw 50 get stabbed, and was also one of the reasons 50 Cent was blacklisted. Before M signed 50, he and Ja Rule had even talked about working together. But after 50 signed for Shady Records, Ja started beefing with Eminem. 50 Cent, Eminem, and Busta Rhymes released the song Hail Mary, dissing Ja Rule and taunting him about never being able to become the next Tupac. Ja replied with the song Loose Change. He dissed not only Eminem and 50 Cent, but also Busta Rhymes, Dr. Dre, and even M's family. And you know how Eminem is about his daughter. M replied with the song Haley's Revenge and surely crushed Ja Rule.
Haley, what do you want to be when you grow up, baby?
I don't know. But I don't want to grow up to be like Ja Rule's little dirty-ass kids.
Eminem and 50 Cent are also known to use diss songs, and for 50, other creative means to destroy other rappers they had beef with. From Ja Rule, Fat Joe, Benzino, MGK, Nick Cannon, The Game, Rick Ross, I'm sure you already know it's a pretty long list. However, from 2002 to 2008, Eminem endured the most difficult period of his career. M had a drug addiction problem.
Ow! Ow! Ah! Beating my shit. Don't fuck with the fucking witch! Lights came on again. And we're standing there, I don't know what the fuck, I had my arm like behind my back.
That became even worse when he lost his best friend Proof in 2006. And 50 was one of the people that helped M through this period. In an interview on Bet's 106 and Park, M was so high that he couldn't answer the questions coherently. 50 had to cover for Eminem by jumping in to answer most of the questions.
Violence, because then you can see me.
And my arm at the same time.
Fish eye, we need something.
And Dre's been working out too, so.
Yeah, Dre's going out this way, like his chest coming up out this way.
Now, despite the fact that Eminem and 50 Cent are both superstars, the duo have managed to remain loyal to each other through the years. And Eminem has mastered the art of making his close friend, even in the darkest moment. In 2012, 50 Cent was hospitalized for food poisoning he got after eating a burger. 50 stated that when M reached out to him, this was how the conversation went. So I'm in a dead serious moment, like, damn, I don't believe this is happening right now. But Eminem goes, yo, Fifth, if you was shot 9 times, man, and you die over a burger, this shit ain't gonna go right. People ain't gonna be feeling this. And that's not the best of Eminem's humor that 50 Cent has experiext.
Out of here.
You know, to this day, you know what's ill about him? Like, he hit me randomly. I showed you my phone the last time I talked to him. He texted me and was like, yo, that when you gonna fly me in private so I can land on that dick, what the f is wrong with you?
Eminem just showed how much he loved his protege again in 2022. Eminem, Dr. Dre, Kendrick Lamar, Mary J. Blige, and the big homie Snoop Dogg were supposed to perform at the Super Bowl halftime show. However, there was a slight hitch that could have stopped Slim Shady from performing at this show. According to Noor on Drink Champs podcast, Eminem told Jay-Z that he would not perform at the show if 50 Cent wasn't performing.
The white guy called for 50 Cent. So I said, who's the white guy? I'm digging this Jimmy Iovine. And he said, no, Eminem called directly for 50.
This tells you how much these two men love each other. And 50 returned the love and showed just how loyal he is the year after. 50 Cent was contacted by the organizers of the Qatar 2023 World Cup for both he and Eminem to perform at the event. This was due to the success of their Super Bowl performance. Also, the duo were offered $9 million for the performance.
Because of the Super Bowl, I got a inquiry about the World Cup. And they had a budget, $9 million?
$9 million.
Yeah.
But 50 Cent turned down the offer after he was told that Eminem wouldn't do the performance. Eminem and 50 Cent are a perfect example of what a good friendship is. And to them, their bond is more important than money. And when you hear 50 Cent talk about Eminem, you can just tell how much he admires Eminem.
Our relationship, my Eminem is, Dr. Dre is Eminem's. Eminem to me is what Dr. Dre is to Eminem.
Yeah.
So